All right, it is day 2 at the World Series of Poker. I am starting with 86,000 chips today. Feeling pretty good. Blinds are 300, 600, so plenty of room left to play. At my table, I got Drew with, I looked at the seat draw, and I'm the 3rd biggest stack at the table, which is pretty good. There's a few short stacks right to my left, which is definitely going to adjust how I'm going to have to play. Depending on how loose they are, I might have to be pretty tight if they are you know, if they're contending a lot of pots or re-raising me a lot and putting me in a tough decision. So depending on how they play, I might have to adjust my game. We'll see how it goes. But Lacey Jones at my table, I've been a friend of hers for a while, so that's going to be interesting. And Jason Lester, longtime pro. So quite a few names at my table as well, and should be a fun day. I'm just going to be patient, plenty of time left to play, pick my spots. Hopefully end the day today with 260,000. That's my goal. It'll leave me with about 130 big blinds for day 3. So long day ahead, let's do it. So I'm on my first break. Things are going well, chipping up. I have about 100K. We are the next table to break as well, so I'm gonna be moved to a new table in probably like 5 or 10 minutes, which is definitely gonna change my strategy a little bit. I had been building up reads on these players and felt really confident with who I was playing against, but moving to a new table, the strategy is always to be patient and tight until you figure out exactly what's going on. You don't wanna put yourself in a spot that's marginal and a couple hours later you find out, had you played the hand differently, you could have yielded a higher expectation. So I definitely wanna be patient and just get reads for the first hour, knowing that this new table I'm probably going to be at all day and I can capitalize on that later. Played a few interesting hands here in the first level, most notably one, which I'm not going to share my cards, but I will tell you the hand, and you guys can leave a comment below and let me know what you think I had. Was I bluffing or did I have it? So I open in mid position, 300, 600 blinds with 100 ante. I make it 1,500. And Lacey Jones calls in the big blind. The flop is ace-3 deuce with 3 deuces spades, check, check. Turn is ace-6 of clubs. She checks, I bet 2,500, and she calls. And the river's a deuce, offsuit. She now leads for 4,000, I make it 11,000. So what did I have here? Was I bluffing? Was I raising for value? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in a comment below. She ended up folding and I did win the pot. That was the most interesting hand I played in the level, up to 100K and on to level 2. All right, just played a super sick hand. Second hand after the break. Under the gun opens to 2,000 on 400, 800. I have like 110,000 amount. I make it 6,000. The small blind with 40,000 cold calls. So really strong hand because he's a good player. He's not like a fish that's just in there with 2 random cards, like just calling. So I know he has something like, you know, queens, jacks, tens, maybe ace, queen, something like that, a very strong range. Now the under the gun player makes it 22,000. And I have aces, so it's like, wow, this never happens in poker, right? You get action, raise, re-raise, re-raise, and now I'm in a kind of a tough spot. Like, should I flat and then let the other guy maybe call? Or he's probably not gonna call because he only has 35 behind, so he's probably not gonna call if I flat. He's probably gonna fold. So should I call and have the pot be 50K and have 85K behind or 100K behind, and then, you know, risk maybe an ace coming and then not getting action, or risk this guy catching up, or maybe he has ace king and the flop comes low and, you know, he just check folds or c bets once and I don't stack him. So it's kind of a tough spot for me because I was tempted to flat in position, but then I also want to get all the money in when I have aces and, you know, charge my opponent the maximum to draw against me. So I ended up tanking for a long time, trying to make my hand look weaker than it was, and making it seem like I didn't know what to do with ace king or queens, hoping that he hero calls me with ace king or kings or queens or something like that. I know that the guy that 4-bet had a strong hand, so I know he has something really strong, and I just decided that going with my hand, if he has something like queens or kings, he's probably not gonna fold. I go ahead and jam it all in. It's 85K more to the guy, and he tanks for a while and calls with ace king offsuit. So I'm 94% for like over 225,000 with 400, 800 blinds. So I would have 300 big blinds after this hand. Flop comes down queen 10, 10. No, queen, queen 10. The turn's a 7, and the river's a jack, and I bust. So pretty brutal way to go out of the main. I just busted. It's like, you know, right into the beginning of day 2. So I guess it's one of those things where you just are humbled and you remember like how much luck is involved in tournament poker and just poker in general, and how, you know, you can do your best. You can prepare for this moment for days and weeks of, you know, preparation and training and trying to be in good shape and eating healthy and, you know, studying the game and really thinking about what you want to do. And then if you don't have the luck on your side, you don't win, you know? And so that's part of the game that we play. But you know, in moments like this, I really just try to think to myself, like, at the end of the day, even though this is my livelihood to a large extent, this is just a game for me. And like, I've already won in life. Like, I already, you know, have a great life. I have a great wife, I have a great family, I have a supportive situation. I have everything I need. Like, I'm just really grateful to have everything I have. And so when I take bad beats like this, especially, you know, in the biggest tournament of the year, it doesn't bother me that much, because I just kind of keep compartmentalized the fact that this is just a game, and at the end of the day, like, the rest of my life is good. And so I don't really let this come into my personal life, because I just remember that, you know, I was born into the first world with all this opportunity to be whatever I want with my life, and you know, I could do anything I want, and I'm just super lucky to be able to get up tomorrow and make my own schedule and just do what I want with my day and be able to travel and like be able to see the world. Like, I'm just so blessed and so lucky in so many ways that I just find it, you know, unfair. It would be unfair for me to complain about losing a hand of poker, even though it is a big one. So that's kind of my perspective. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now in this moment, right after busting the main. It is unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait till next year, but that's the game we play. You know, you love it and hate it. It's a love-hate relationship. So that's it for me. I don't think I'm gonna be playing much poker after this. My intention to come out here was just to focus on the main. I'm planning on heading back to Barcelona in like a week or so, so I don't want to get too involved in poker before I leave. Not sure what I'm going to do. Probably going to hang out today, see my wife. I haven't seen her much since I've been out here, because I've been playing so much poker. And that's it. Love you guys. Much support. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I couldn't make a deep run for you guys. I really wanted to go deep. I appreciate all your guys' support on social media. I've been reading your guys' comments and stuff. Thank you so much. You guys have been super, super supportive. Much love to everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.